This is The Application, where higher ed enrollment strategy gets tactical. I'm Allison Turcio, marketer, curious question asker, and your guide through what's next and what's working in higher ed. Join us as we focus on what really matters, connecting with students and parents in more human, personalized ways, and using tools like AI to make that connection scalable and smart. From rethinking your inquiry campaigns to fixing funnel friction, everything we cover is about creating better experiences for students and better results for your team. Whether you lead the team, recruit the students, build the campaigns, or manage the message, you'll walk away from every episode with something you can use right now. Are you ready to get one step closer to your next enrollment win? Let's go. Hi, everyone. I'm coming to you live from Engage Summit 2025 in Charlotte, North Carolina. Kosmas from PSG just gave us a masterclass in what's coming and what's already here when it comes to AI, and I've got 5 must-know takeaways from his talk and what you can do with them. The first is that AI is not just a tool, it's going to be our next teammate. Kosmas walked us through the evolution from AI as a chatbot to a co-pilot to what he calls a teammate, which is really a system that collaborates, anticipates, and adapts, but it doesn't need to be explicitly told what to do. But before we can plug into anything like this, the first step really is we need to get clear on what we want AI to help us with. So my idea, a key action to take from this is in your next team meeting or on your own, these are 3 questions I'm thinking about. What tasks feel repetitive or time consuming every week? What work gets delayed because it's tedious or overwhelming? And where are we spending time organizing? Not so much thinking, but spending a lot of time on tactical organization. And some common answers I'm thinking might include for our industry are interview notes, responding to FAQs, meeting recaps, rewording deadline reminders, sort of endlessly, perhaps preparing lists of students to reach out to. So if we can start there, then we can start to pick one task to test AI on, not to generate content, which is, I know, a lot of the way that we're using AI right now, but how can we have it help lighten the lift? So that's food for thought. Bonus idea is that teams using AI reported better emotional dynamics, fewer conflicts, and faster outcomes. So if we can find ways for AI to do some of this heavy lifting for us, it could be a win for team culture as well. The second takeaway is that generalists are going to thrive in this AI power world. So in the AI era, you don't have to know everything, but you need to know how to ask good questions and apply insights across functions. I've been saying for a while now that critical thinking and communication are going to be the key skills. We're not going to be able to call them soft skills anymore. We're going to need to think of them as power skills, because people who can connect the dots are the ones who are going to thrive in this new AI-powered economy and world. So AI can help us fill in the specialist gaps. So we can let marketers contribute to operations. We can have admissions folks digging into data like they're analysts, and AI can help us do all of that. So something to try out and think about. Ask team members to list one thing they want to understand better. So maybe an admissions counselor wants to understand how financial aid packaging works better. Or maybe a financial aid counselor wants to understand how CRM segmentation works. AI can help us summarize existing internal resources, policy docs, onboarding guides, brochures, anything that we would use when a new employee starts, and it can organize it into things like cheat sheets. So we can empower people to apply existing knowledge, and we don't need to rely on AI for the expertise, but it can help us with capacity issues, because we don't need to have the financial aid team spending time training admissions counselors on financial aid and what admissions counselors need to know about financial aid. AI is here to help us with those things. And there's just such power in people across all of these functions having an understanding of what each function is doing and the strategies behind it. Takeaway 3 is that AI can supercharge yield if we're using it for precision and personalization. I've done a few episodes on this, so it was really great to hear Kosmas talking about this. He shared use cases like predictive modeling to ID students most likely to accept, chatbots that reduce summer melt. He mentioned Georgia State was able to use a chatbot to reduce summer melt by 22%, and also have these sort of match programs that can humanize the post-admit experience. You can match up current students to future students. So things to think about: work with your CRM or your AI partners to set up micro-segmentation based on intent and behavior, personalized nudges that are triggered by inactivity, deadline proximity, interest signals. So again, we don't need to create new content. We are already sending these messages most of the time to students, but we want to use what we've already created and help deliver it at the right time to the right student at the right moment. Takeaway 4, the real revolution is going to be in student support and learning, and we don't want admissions and financial aid functions to lag behind in this. AI is already enabling 24/7 tutors, adaptive learning tools, personalized coaching paths, and students are using it. 80% of them say they're using AI in their college work. And for many of them, AI has completely reduced to Google. So I think something to try out is hosting a student panel or a quick pulse survey. Let's find out how students are using AI in school or life, and what support would they want if they had AI during their college search. What support would they have wanted? And then we can mirror that in our admissions and financial aid communications and tools. We can connect more authentically. Hey, maybe we can help students use AI the right way for their college search. And finally, takeaway 5, don't wait for perfect. Start with guardrails and grow from there. Cosmo did a great job of acknowledging AI's limits. It needs clean data, it lacks moral compass, and it doesn't understand the 3D world that we all live in. Human oversight and intentional strategy are absolutely key. So we need to set up reviews of AI use at our institution. Maybe it's quarterly, maybe it's monthly, whatever it works for your institution. What's working? Where are we automating too much? Where does human empathy still need to lead? We need to be having these constant discussions. And by the way, some creative tension and dissent around how we're using AI is going to be really healthy at this point. Things are changing so fast, and we have to have lots of perspectives around the table to get it right. So educate your team on ethical AI use and biases, and treat all of this like digital literacy, because it really is. Cosmos ended with this idea that AI won't take your job, but someone using it might. And that's really our call here. We need to lead change around this, not just be reacting to it. Processing applications, crafting campaigns, coaching students. We need to think of how AI can serve as a teammate in making those things happen. Let it handle the heavy lifting so that we can focus on what only humans can do, only we can inspire, only we can connect and build relationships with students, and only we can lead when it comes to strategy. So the AI revolution in higher ed is here. It's up to you. What will you do with it?
Thanks for listening to The Application. This show is a proud member of the Enrollify network, home to higher ed's largest collection of podcasts. Enrollify is where higher ed goes to grow, so be sure to check out our other podcasts, webinars, video clips, blogs, and so much more. Visit enrollify.org and subscribe for all the latest details and content drops directly to your inbox. Enrollify is brought to you by Element 451, the digital workforce platform for higher ed. Learn more at element451.com.